What's good? Joseph will run the comics. I haven't done a review in a very long time, so walk with me as I go get the mail and bring the trash cans up. I'm just gonna give a short review of my thoughts of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode number 4, and kind of a little recap of the first 3 episodes, which I have not done a review for or a recap of. For one, I didn't know how this show was going to end up being when I first heard about it. I was like, maybe it'd be kind of like Civil War, Captain America Civil War, maybe. So I really didn't have I didn't really have any high hopes for it. But after watching WandaVision and seeing how well they took that and knowing how well Marvel does series in having a particular style, I then was like, okay, let's see what happens. And from the first episode of basically having both perspectives of Bucky and also of forgot his name, the guy who plays the Winter Soldier. Bucky and also of Sam Wilson. You know, seeing them in their certain perspective, Bucky going through, kind of psychiatry treatment, and Sam dealing with his family and how to deal with their home on their fishing company, I guess they're family owned. But then after the blip, and people trying to still get back to their lives after that, the big disappearance and then people reappearing. And that's the basic issue of this whole series, as how do you deal with this? And there are people who believe that life was better when people were gone. And if you think about it, if half of the population is gone, you're talking about less people using resources, you're talking about people having to get to know their neighbors a little bit better and really help one another, and that was what's happening. So it's been a crazy time for a lot of people. Some people are not able to deal with it. Then they have this group, the Flag Smashers, I believe that's what they're called, basically saying that life was better. And they had people who was actually able to procure some of the super soldier serum. It was actually going to create a little small army to try and get things back right, or however they felt that was going to be, which is kind of unclear. So what are you going to do, try and kill off the other half of the people who came back? So don't really know what their end game is, but they're doing a lot of things, probably trying to help people, but their ideology was having some issues with a lot of people. And that's basically what Falcon with the Soldiers about, is a war of ideologies. What do we do? How do we deal with this issue of people being back who was missing, and how do you deal with people connecting with that? And some people was taking it to extreme, then other people was trying to find other ways to deal with the loss, like Sam's sister, and and it's just so much going on. But then we get to this episode 4, which, to try and get this situation under control, they had to team up with Baron Zemo, who was captured. So they try to find a way to get him out, because they know he has some information about how to get to these people, and a lot of other smaller characters involved in there. But with this particular episode, they're trying to find Carly, who is over the Flag Smashers. Hope I'm saying that name right. Really trying to get to her, because she's like the leader, kind of the leader. And they are getting the super serum and try to distribute it. They don't have no scientists in their group, so they can't make no more. But for the amount they have, they're trying to distribute it and get it to more people to be in part of their quote-unquote army. And beginning episodes, you got a chance to see how Bucky was kind of, in a way, cured of the brain, the taking over his brain with these commands, and you know, showing how Io of the Dora Milaje helped him. It was a big help to him, and so it was very interesting to see that. Very emotional. Then we go into them trying to find Carly. Zemo actually be able to find her, and Sam was able to talk to her, had a great conversation. The dialogue in this particular episode was awesome. Just to hear the ideologies of the different people who have different belief systems on how to deal with the situation. And how do people feel when it comes to power? Those in power, and if you have power or don't have power. And I'll get to that a little bit later when he deals with the new Captain America. And it was just really great conversation that they were having. But of course, the new Captain America messes it up, and he's messing everything up. He's messing everything up. He's trying too hard. He's trying to do the best he can. He thinks he can. He just want to go in there and save the day. And I think that's what he thinks Captain America is about, is saving the day. But he don't understand there's nuances to saving the day. Sometimes it takes conversation. Sometimes it takes collaboration. Sometimes it takes, you give some, they give some, and he doesn't understand that. He's just been in wars and saving people and trying to get through stuff. So he's basically just goes straight forward without any really thinking about what are the responses going to be for his actions. And, get into a thing where have an issue with Carly and she ended up getting away, and then they had another thing where they're trying to really communicate with her again. It's just it's a mess. Few points, she ended up losing the serum because of Zemo. From that time they talked with Carly, they kind of locked him up. He escaped and then he found her. And when she escaped the new Captain America, and he almost tried to kill her, shot her, but she ended up dropping the serum. He ended up smashing them, except for one. Now there's going to be one left over. It's a trope in movies or television shows. It's going to be a trope that there will be one of the vials of the super soldier serum left over, and of course, Captain America will get it. So, if you haven't watched the episode, stop this and go watch the episode. That episode is dope. If you haven't watched the other three, watch all four. Really dope, really dope. Only thing, if you have kids, the only thing I can say is a negative of the show is a lot of language in the show. So if you have kids, make sure and understand there's a lot of cursing. They took liberty cursing. There's no sexual innuendos and stuff like that. There is violence, and this episode really tops that. But really, there's mainly at the end, but it's not too gratuitous. Mainly a lot of fighting, but there is language. So be mindful of that if you have kids, or if you don't like to watch stuff that have a lot of language. And it has probably the most type of language I've seen in any type of Marvel project. So he was able to kind of lay in thick. But really, it was really dope how Captain America got it. He held on to it, and basically just trying to find her and really try to talk with her to let them know, hey, they have to stop what they're doing. And, they eventually got to a point where, of course, the Dora Milaje of Wakanda trying to get Zemo because of what he did for their first king, T'Chaka. And so that's all they want. They want him. And kind of got to Bucky to kind of trying to find him, and he said, hey, they need Zemo to kind of help him with their getting this whole situation settled and taken care of. And he said, you have a little bit of time, I'm coming back, get him. So they came back, and right when they're having a conversation too, and Captain America tried to be all whatever, hi, I'm Captain America, whatever, and you don't have no jurisdiction here. She had the coldest line in the show about what the Dora Milaje can do to that jurisdiction that you think that she does or does not have. Sheesh. So they end up getting into a scuffle because he's trying to touch her, and they end up getting a fight. She, Dora Milaje, basically dusting everybody. Even when the Falcon and Winter Soldier try to pop in there, they shut that down. Io shut Bucky down quick, put that arm on the ground like, James, I know how to disarm you. So, Zemo got away. Zemo is like, he's probably, I think a lot of people love his character. He has a lot of comedic points. It's not no ha ha ha. Comedic like, look what happened. Look what he did. Look how he looks. Look at responses. There's a lot of comedic timing in this episode, which I think really blends well with the dramatic. There's a lot of drama, dramatic play on tension and, like I said, ideologies being discussed. So it was really dope to see that. And then eventually it had another dope scene was Carly was contacted Sam's sister. And basically was almost making like, hey, I need to get in touch with him. And, if not, I know where you and your 2 sons live. And she called him and was like, you okay? We need to get with Carly. Wanted to talk to him by himself. But of course, Bucky not going to let that happen. And basically, he went to her, found her, and said, hey, you going to threaten my sister? And she said, no, I wasn't going to do nothing to her. I just needed to see where your head was at. And, of course, the other girl, who I forgot her name, she was in another one of the Marvel properties. She found Captain America, and they went to go see where he's at, and fights ensued. And Captain America eventually took the serum. I don't know if it's something you had to drink or you had to inject, but he got it in his system. And he started wrecking shop because he's trying to find her. And then the big climax happened with them fighting in a building with his partner, Battlestar. I guess the Bucky to his Captain America ended up getting killed. And my hair kind of crazy. My sriracha. Yeah, son. Yeah, son. Like that red man look right here. Yeah. Okay, but his name is Lamar, but he goes by Battlestar. He ended up getting killed. Captain America started going crazy. Well, he didn't go crazy. He was just very upset. Everybody left too. All the flag smashers, they dipped. And then Bucky and Sam, they dipped out, and he was in there by himself with his fallen comrade, who he'd been through wars with overseas. Come back home, it's like another one of those themes. You go overseas to war, fight through all of that, come back home, and then die in your own country. All that probably is playing in his head. I'm just my own thinking of how that dialogue probably playing in his head. And he bust through the window, landed on a van, and he was going after him. Found one of the guys who was part of the Flag Smashers and beat him down and he killed him with the shield. And that was the big ending scene, which was a very poignant, well-placed, well-executed, talking about a visual of Captain America with a bloody shield that he killed somebody with, and it ended like that. Woo! Yeah, this was an episode right here. This was really a episode. And in fact, I'm gonna take you into the dungeon. I'm gonna get it open. I need to get a battery. Let's go in the other way. Take you inside. But it was a very dope episode. I think there's only 2 more episodes of the series left. There's only a few episodes of this particular series, but there's 2 more left. And it's going to be very interesting how these episodes pan out, you know. And so with these episodes, you know, we're going to see if they're going to get what they're looking for. Are they going to get the Flag Smashers? They already destroyed the Super Soldier Serum, so that's gone. But are they going to, and let me see if I can place this here. Actually, video lasts a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. Let's hold like that. Let's go. Are they going to stop the Flag Smashers? Because I'm like, it's not even that many of them, but they were helping a lot of people. So, you know, what's going to happen? And how are they going to deal with Zemo? Are they going to send him back to prison or wherever the facility they had him in? What's going to happen with that? We do not know, and hopefully, oh, look at that. Speaking of Captain America, you know, this is running the comics, right? It's Bucky, Winter Soldier. Dope. But this is the guy who's making a lot of noise now in Captain America. This Captain America. I was looking for this issue. For those who don't have it, this is Captain America issue 335, featuring the new Cap in his very first adventure. So you may have to look through your long boxes or go through your back issues in your comic shop so you can find this was his first adventure start. This is not his first appearance though. It's not a first appearance, but it's dope to have this one. So have that one, and of course, this is Captain America 11 with Bucky on the cover. Yeah, so a couple of Captain America issues. So I can hold it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, so so I just want to give a short review of Falcon Winter Soldier episode 4. Also looking back at episodes 1 through 3. Maybe I'll do more of these recaps of the episode, what I thought. I would do reactions. A lot of people do reaction videos, but I'll just probably just recap my thoughts and want to know what you think. You know, have a discussion. What did you think of the episode? What do you think of the series so far? What do you think of the Falcon Winter Soldier as compared to other properties of Marvel? I think they've been doing a very good job. I like the different genres of each episode. That's what I really like about it. So let me know below. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. I have tons of videos, mostly haul videos of comic books, but I have some other things which I'm going to try and start doing to really diversify my content for my channel. For Running the Comics, this is Joseph Banks, and I am out. Grace and peace.